this title come up with other people in conversations you have?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how often it does come up. You know, people remember where they were when we won the title in '89, and they talk about it. And you know, especially this time of year, it comes up more often. Of course, being March, and
right.
You know, whenever you mention Michigan basketball, and these guys doing so well, that yeah, it does come up.
What kind of similarities do you see between your team and this one, this current team now?
Well, I tell you what, Coach Beeline and his staff has done a wonderful job with this team. I think they've got a great group of guys in here, and they play the right way. The ball moves. They have a good camaraderie, which reminds me of our team in '89. How we just had such a great group of guys that did their roles. You know, we had so many guys that were talented, but that gave up a little bit of their game for the betterment of the team, and I see those guys doing that as well.
We have old VHSs. Do you pop them in every once in a while? Look at your guys run.
It's funny, man. That I was just watching it the other day with my brother-in-law who had never seen it. So he's like, you know, was really surprised at it. But no, it's always fun to go back and watch it and get a chance to see guys like Steve Bardo or Nick Anderson out on the road and, you know, talk about and reminisce about the good old days.
You still get the rib a little bit on that.
Absolutely, every time. Every time.
What's the one outstanding moment from that year for you?
For me, for us beating Illinois, that game for me was because they had beat us twice during the regular season, beat us really bad in our own home court, last game in the regular season, and so just getting that revenge, that was very, very special and meant a lot to me, and knowing that we were going to play for a national championship.
How hard was it to get back up then after that? It sounds like that was a pretty emotional. You win that game, you got to go do it again.
Right. But now, you win that game, you're like fired up, but it's like, hey, now you're playing for the national championship. So there's nothing bigger than that. We talked about, guys, there are only two teams playing today, and we're one of them. So, if we win this game, guess what? We're ready for some NBA teams. Bring them on, Who else? Who else is upstanding? So, yeah. Not hard to get up for a national championship game.
Did you ever wonder if you could get back to this when the program went through its tough time?
Yeah, I did because I know all the good times that we had. For my freshman year and my senior year, I won 20-plus games every year. So I knew the program was thriving and going well. And then when they did have the down days, being a Michigan man, you were concerned about it. But have faith in the program. They knew that eventually it would turn around. And we got the right guy leading it, and boy, he's done a terrific job.
Do you think your '89 team gets enough respect in the history of these college basketball titles?
It's funny when people talk about Michigan, a lot of times it's like, oh, you went to Michigan, were you in the Fab Five? That's what they bring up. They have more fame than we got, but we certainly got the ring, so I'll take that any day.
How do you guys view that now? I mean, you were before them, but when you look at the Fab Five, a lot of alums especially want to try to distance themselves from it. Do you guys have that same type of feeling about it?
Not at all. I embrace those guys. Juwan, Jalen, Ray Jackson, Jimmy King, those guys are good friends of mine. Chris, all those guys. So I see them out being in the business. You get a chance to see those guys out quite a bit. And they're Michigan men. They bleed blue just like I do. So I'm proud of them, and would love to embrace them and have them back being a part of this. This is important.
Is it something missing because there's no acknowledgement? The banners obviously can't go back up, but there's no acknowledgement at all. As Jalen would say, that there's no picture of all of them. Is that something that's kind of missing from the whole legacy?
Maybe from their perspective, it would be. But I think that Michigan is bigger than any one class, any one group, any one team. So it's all about us together being Michigan, and you were a part of it. You played here. You put on the big M on your chest. You're a part of it. So no matter what anyone else says or what is going on, you know that you're a part of it. So I think that they are a part of it as much as I am.